Hey guys, my name is Cassie and I am the creator of Pieces of Scrap, and in today's video you might have noticed the different background. I'm currently walking out to my chicken coop because I wanted to introduce you guys to my chickens before I kind of introduce my next project that I'm going to start working on. The project that I'm about to start is related to my chickens, and so I wanted to go ahead and introduce you guys to them first before I talk to you about what I'm going to get started working on. So I'm going to enter my chicken coop and introduce you guys to my chickens. Alright, so we've got 10 or 11 chickens, I can't quite remember. This is my rooster. His name is Peach. When we got Peach, we thought he would be female, so we named him Peach. But he turned out to be a boy. So this is Peachy. He's a little cranky with me right now because I didn't bring him a snack. When I'm working out in the garden, he will call at me. He will cockle-doodle-doo at me while I'm in the garden picking veggies and fruits and stuff like that. So he is a little cranky right now that I didn't bring him a snack from the garden, but I already did bring him a snack today. Below me we have Miss Dot. Dot is the one that you might have heard just make that squawking, quacky noise. She likes to do that. That's like her favorite thing to say, is she likes to honk at me. But yeah, this is Dot. And then this right here is Little Brown. Little Brown got sick when she was little, and it kind of stunted her growth. So she's much smaller than the rest of the chickens, but she's actually the same age as the rest of the chickens. I've got 4 younger chickens that are probably like 6 weeks younger than Little Brown, but she is now smaller than those 4 chickens. I've got Piper in here with me as well. She's trying to, she's always very concerned about Little Brown. So she was trying to get to me, but she's scared of some of the chickens. So right now she's kind of scared of Dot because she's getting approached by her. Thank you for the honk, Miss Dot. This right here is Ash. She is a hen as well. She is much more shy than the other chickens. A lot less shy than she used to be when she was younger. She did not look how she looks now. She was like all black, and the only distinguishing factor between her and our other black one was that she had her middle toes were white. They had white tips on them, so we used to call her fancy toes. But when she got older, those fancy toes kind of went away. The only thing that stayed about her fancy toes are the toenails, and underneath those middle toes, it's still white, but the top isn't. Robin's come to say hi. This is Robin. Robin is a very extroverted chicken, and she likes to think that she is second in command under Peach. She's very pretty. We were hoping that either Robin or Peach would be the rooster out of our flock. We weren't sure what the sex were of our chickens. Piper's backed into a corner behind me. Hold on. Piper is currently trying to hide behind me because she gets kind of worried and scared around the other chickens, and she gets really easily intimidated. So I'm in the corner of the coop right now, in the corner of the run, and she's trying to hide behind me. And she's kind of just like pushing on me. Anyway, this is Robin. Robin is very friendly, and like I was saying, we either wanted, sorry, Peach is getting a little testy with Piper here. I'm gonna kind of shift to a different area in the coop so Piper's not backed into a corner. Come here, baby. It's okay. Anyway, we wanted either Robin or Peach to be our roosters because they were very friendly with us when they were little, and the rest of them were really skittish around us. They didn't really want to be touched or anything like that, but Peachy was one who would always peck you. He would always try to peck at my jewelry, and Robin would always like jump on our arms, our hands, want to be held, stuff like that. So we were really hoping that either Robin or Peachy would be our rooster. And of course, Peachy turned out to be our rooster, which we are very happy about. So yeah, those are those. And then this is Jade. Jade is our other black hen. As I was saying earlier, Ash and Jade used to be like nearly identical when they were little, except Ash's fancy toes. Jade, when she was little, had a different name as well. I can't quite remember what it was. But as Jade got older, you might notice she's got like this shimmery bit about her feathers. She's kind of like, she looks like a gem, like a peacock. She's kind of got this green iridescent and purple iridescent feathers. So we ended up renaming her Jade. Thank you, Dottie, for the honk. They're currently all trying to fight over what's left over from the cucumber I gave them earlier today. They like to peck out the seeds and then eat all the inside of the cucumber, and they usually leave the skin so that we can compost that. They don't want to eat the skin part of it. Anyway, this is our original flock of chickens, other than one we had to put down because it seemed to have developed Merrick's disease, which is a genetic condition. It was fine because we probably would have had to eat that chicken because it was going to be another rooster, and we didn't need more than one rooster. If you don't know much about chickens, if you have more than one rooster in a flock, they tend to try to fight over the hens, and they might mount or try to attack a hen and kill it when they fight over it. So that's why you don't want two roosters. So we were really lucky to only have one surviving rooster from our original flock. But yeah, so we've got these 6 chickens from our original flock, and then we've got 4 more. Anyway, we've got 4 more chickens that we just introduced to the flock, and they are behind me hiding underneath the coop because they are still kind of integrating into the flock. They're younger chickens and they didn't grow up with the older chickens, and when you introduce new chickens to your flock, you got to make sure you keep a good eye on your littles, because if you're not careful, the bigger chickens, the older chickens, will maybe try to attack or kill the younger chickens. So when we first introduced them, we had them out in Piper's old dog kennel inside of the coop so that they could kind of get to know each other and get familiar with each other. And now they are finally kind of like free reign in the coop with the other chickens, and they don't really have any issues anymore. It is kind of cliquey though. Like, we've got the larger chickens, the older chickens are all very comfortable being around each other, and then the younger chickens kind of flock together and they try to keep each other company, and because they're just kind of scared of the older chickens. Anyway, we've got 2 of these goldies, and then we have 2 brown of these chicks, and these 4 do not have names yet, and it's because we are waiting for them to kind of fully finish growing before we give them names, because their feathers tend to change a lot. If you noticed earlier when I was introducing you to Peach used to have like really light colored peach colored feathers, and now he is like very, very colorful. I'll put some pictures on screen of Peach when he was younger. And Peach now, he has changed colors a lot. So I think our new chicks will probably change colors quite a bit too. They're finally getting their like adult feathers in, but they might still change colors as they continue to get older. So we're holding off on the names for now, but I actually suggested one of the goldies, this one in particular, be named Sunny today to my husband, but he still wants to wait before we give them names, just because that way we will know for sure if this is what they're gonna stay looking like forever or not. But anyway, this chick in particular is really friendly. She likes to like jump on our backs, and actually she tries to jump on Piper as well, which is very different from the rest of the chickens. The rest of the chickens don't really want anything, they don't want to like sit on Piper or anything like that. And Piper doesn't like getting jumped on either, so it's funny when she tries to jump on Piper, Piper tries to run away, so it's like we're watching a rodeo for a little bit. So yeah, it's very interesting, but I'm very happy to have all of our chickens. I didn't expect to like chickens so much, and so the whole reason I'm introducing you guys to the chickens is because I need to get ready for them to start laying eggs. Our older chickens are getting to the point where they will probably start laying eggs pretty soon. And so something that I've seen some people do is they make an egg apron so that you can carry your eggs safely to and from your chicken coop. So that is what I want to do in this video. I want to make my own egg apron, and I may use a pattern that some people have suggested to me, or I may make up my own pattern. I'm not completely sure yet. Either way, I'm gonna walk you through the process in this video. Hey guys, so I picked an apron pattern, and it is the Country Mama chicken apron, I think is what it's called. But I wanted to show you guys my progress. So the pattern is a reversible pattern. So there's chicken pockets on one side of the apron, and then there's like granny square pockets on the other side of the apron. So I have finished all of my chicken pockets. So I've got 2 in this color, 2 in this color, I've got 1 in this color, 3 in this color, 3 in this color, and then 1 in the white. So I've got 12 pockets. Now I got to make 12 more pockets in the granny square colors, but I wanted to show you guys like what the colors that I have picked out are, and kind of talk through what the finished pattern is gonna look like. Alright, so I've laid out some colors here. I wanted to show you guys, got my chickens, and then I think this is what the color is going to be for the main part of the apron. So the main color, just like the majority of the apron, will be this color. And then as for the pockets, the granny square pockets, I'm thinking like this green as one row, this yellow as one row, and I have more of this so I won't run out. And then maybe this orange and this pink for the center. I think that would be cute. And I could like kind of alternate the pattern of the rows in which I feature each color. So some of the rows will have the green for the last row of the granny square, and then some of them might have like the yellow or the orange or the pink. It'll really depend on what I think will look good, and I can alternate that a lot. There will be 12 pockets on this side as well, so I'll have to make 12 pockets, and maybe let's see, so it's 4 and 3, so maybe you know, there will be 3 of each pattern pocket that I come up with, but I think I'll go for this color scheme here for the apron. So this will be the opposite reversible side, oops, and I will make some granny squares in this color combination. I'm really excited. Hey guys, so I wanted to show you guys where I'm at in this chicken apron process. So I finished all my granny squares and I started attaching the chicken pockets to the granny squares. You're supposed to have them wrong side facing each other and attach them to each other. So the pattern is supposed to be reversible, and what I thought that meant was that the pocket on either side would be open on both sides, but I'm not sure how you're supposed to do that. There's a video tutorial that comes with this pattern and I was following it, and honestly it doesn't seem like it would work the way that I thought it would. So the reversible side with the granny square facing out, the pocket isn't open on this side, so you would be having to place the thing that you want into the pocket into the chicken side of the pocket. So you'd have your apron like tied around your waist, and then you would have to like feed your hand behind the apron in order to place something in those pockets. Unless I'm misunderstanding the pattern, I think that's the only way you could be able to do it, because you fasten the top of your granny square to your waistband into the squares as you work it. So like if you had a chicken down here, you would be attaching the top of that chicken square to the bottom of this chicken square. And so there's no way that the pocket would be able to be open on that side. So what I'm doing now is I'm making all the solid color granny squares. I also like what this looks like better than I liked with the colorful granny squares on the back, because I didn't think about this, but this chicken doesn't cover up the entire granny square. It just covers up like 2/3 of it. So this portion, except the wrong side, you would be able to see poking through behind the chicken, and it kind of was weird having all of those chickens have different background colors. So I think I'm just gonna go through and I'm going to make a bunch more of these granny squares in this solid color, and I'm not even gonna have to worry about having it be reversible and making that make sense. I just don't know how you would use it with it tied around your waist as tight as it would need to be holding up the things that you're putting in those pockets. I just don't think it makes sense. So I'm just gonna make it one-sided, not gonna worry about making any design or pattern or anything like that on the opposite side of those granny squares. And what I'm gonna use these granny squares for is I will probably just make a bag. I just need to make one more, and then I'll have 13 granny squares, and then I can make one of my 13-piece granny square bags, and it'll be cute and something to show for all that work I put into making those. So yeah, I'll check back in with you guys once I have some more work to show you. Hey guys, so I have finished my chicken apron and I just wanted to show you guys what it looked like. And right now I just have some store-bought eggs in the pockets because my chickens still have not laid any eggs. They're right on like the earliest that they can start laying eggs, so really any day now they're gonna be starting to lay eggs, hopefully. But yeah, I've got 4 store-bought eggs in here, just in that first top row, and they seem to fit very snugly. There are holes in the bottom of these pockets, but they're not big enough for an egg to poke through. So as you can see, I have an egg in here, not holding it or anything like that, and it's fitting in there perfectly. And I've got eggs in each of the 4 pockets up here. And I've got 8 more pockets underneath that. So lots of egg pockets to work with, and it feels really comfortable. My only note really would be, other than the reversible thing, would just be that the apron drawstring isn't like, if it's like a chef's apron, you're supposed to have it long enough so that it wraps around front and then you tie it at the front. But this, like, I have a pretty dang small waist, so this wouldn't be super easy to tie like around the waist twice if you had a bigger waist than me. So maybe if you're making this in the future and you have a longer, like a wider waist, maybe like add some more chains to your apron string, and that will just assure you that it will fit you and you can wrap it around twice and have the tie in the front instead of having to like tie in the back. But yeah, I also wanted to show you guys what I ended up doing with those granny squares I didn't end up using. I ended up making a bag. Still not finished. I just gotta finish up the strap. I'm working on adding extra rows to the straps to make them a bit wider. I think I will do 2 or 3 extra rows on these straps so that they're not so thin, but it came out really cute and I will be able to sell this at markets in the future. So that was really easy to just make up 1 extra square and then put it together, assembling it using the single crochet together method that you use for like the Yeezy bags and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm very happy that I was able to repurpose these granny squares. But other than that, if you are interested in having one of these chicken aprons made for you in the future by me, and you don't know how to do it yourself, of course the pattern is on Etsy, so if you want to make it yourself, you are more than welcome to do so. You just gotta purchase that pattern, and she has different pattern mods for that pattern. Anyway, if you want an apron made by me, custom made for you in the future, make sure you let me know in the comments down below, and I will list that on my Etsy as a custom apron listing if you're interested in getting one of these from me in the future. And if not, no worries. I really made this only for myself. It's not really like a market prep pattern that I'm looking at selling or anything like that. Like, I'm not gonna work up a bunch of these and then sell them. I think the biggest thing was I wanted one for myself. It seemed like somebody else that I know that recommended this pattern to me might want one in the future. So it's just good to have that in my pattern collection in case somebody commissions one for me in the future. So anyway, I'm really excited that this is done. I love how it turned out. It's so cute, and it's kind of representative of each of my chickens too. And yeah, I'm just excited to use it. And if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you give me a thumbs up and drop a comment down below about what your favorite chicken out of my flock is. And if you have chickens, let me know as well. I am kind of chicken obsessed at this point, and it's easy, like the whole chicken math meme, it's pretty legit. I feel like we started with 7 chickens and now we have 10, and like 10 and 7 is like basically the same number in terms of like feeding them and providing for them and everything like that. So chicken math is real. Anyway, if you guys enjoy my content and want to see more in the future, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the bell if you want to be notified every single time I upload a new video. I put out new videos every Tuesday, and sometimes here and there you'll get an extra video on Friday. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!